Neon lights, neon lights. Dancing with my demons, do the dash me out of sight. Run it up, secure the bag.
Hello and welcome to the SoulInsights podcast. I'm Kyle Loxton, joined by
Kyle.
And it's Love is in the air.
Good old Valentine's Day.
Suck yourself, you dickheads.
Exactly.
But yeah.
Yep, obviously Valentine's Day, so, you know,
Yeah.
nice little special for it of some jokes and some more serious stuff to do with Valentine's Day, which we will obviously get on to during the podcast.
So we'll kick things off with music recommendation. Let's go into the SI Pod playlist on Spotify. And it is Deftones Sex Tape.
Whatever that is, I have no idea.
Song
you know.
bangs, and I thought it links well with Valentine's because that's something you could do for Valentine's if you wanted to spice things up. Why not?
Oh, okay. If you say so.
I bet you've made multiple.
I'm completely lost on what we're on about. At the
Well, it's
moment,
fine. No, it's fine. We'll run with it.
Okay.
To everyone
fine.
listening, I bet you he's made billions. So. Right, TV, film, game, mate.
Okay. We'll start with game. You know what I'm going to say.
Last of Us.
No, it's new.
Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. You know. Shut up. Right. Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. That's all I need to say. Avada Kedavra, whatever it is. Abracadabra.
The boy who lived. Come deny.
Come to daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't need
played
to
it
say
yet, though.
anything about it. No, we haven't.
Apparently it bangs
hopefully.
though. I've seen some like TikTok people playing it, and it looks good.
Yeah, I mean, if you like the
Harry Potter
world,
Mhm.
then
It's
yeah.
been a minute since
Go
they've
for it.
released a Harry Potter game, so I think that's what everyone was kind of waiting on, and it looks like it's come through. To be honest,
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think the map's quite big.
yeah, someone flew through the map, I think, and it looked like
Yeah.
it took them a little while. So I'd like to play it.
So-
Yeah, maybe at some point.
We shall give it a go.
I'll play
Right, I'll do TV last. So film, You People.
it.
Have you seen that on Netflix?
Jonah Hill, Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if I just say spoilers, jokes film, to be honest, you probably should watch it. It's quite good. The fact it's Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy. Jonah Hill carries it.
I think I know the concept of it. It's like it's a white and black couple, isn't it? And it's seeing whether he gets accepted, is it? Something
Yeah,
like that?
whether they get on with each other's parents and like
Oh, okay.
racism and that sort of thing. You could say reverse racism in that case as well, of why they don't like
Him.
the white boy kind of thing. Definitely worth watching, and you know it ties in with Valentine's because
Well, like
it's
Eddie Murphy.
like a
isn't it?
couple film.
Yeah,
isn't
couple,
it?
yeah.
So I don't think I've watched an Eddie Murphy film in a long
No.
time. I don't think he's done anything in a long time, has he?
Would you reckon he's part of like childhood growing up, Eddie Murphy?
Yeah,
like Dr.
'cause it's,
Dolittle, Nutty Professor,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Not
Beverly
Professor.
Hills Cops.
Yeah, so
Oh, he's sick.
yeah, he's been in it. hasn't it?
Yeah. And that
Um,
infamous picture of him. I don't know if I showed it to you. He was eating steak and chips off of the back of a model in France somewhere.
You might have. I
The
don't
model
know,
was
I can't
the plate.
remember. Yeah, that's the best way to be.
That's Valentine's. If that is banging Valentine's. If that is.
Right, and TV, obviously Last of Us, because, you know, it's going to be every week. So, episode 4, so I'm just going to say spoilers right now.
Banging.
The fact that, obviously, it's a big Raiders episode, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It kind of introduces it a lot more, as to actually, like, being the fact that people are fighting people in an apocalyptic world. I mean, there's no zombies in it, I don't think.
No, I don't actually think there is any in that one. Some rubble happens and they close the door next. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's a thing. But
is it the one where Ellie stabs the thingy in the head as well? Or was that the
Possibly,
episode before?
because she picks up the. I don't know. It's they do
picks
the
up the
meme
gun.
with the gun, but she uses the gun in this one. But it's the reading out the jokes, isn't it? I think.
Yeah. So
I'm trying to think.
banter.
She picks up the joke, but I don't know. I can't remember. But they what they've done with this episode, I think this one's the closest one that they've done to the game. And what they've done is played the parts of the game with the film, so the same jokes were said in the game.
Yeah.
And some lines that they say actually are the same lines. Like Joel saying, I've been on both sides when it goes with the Raiders and escaping it. But they did say one where, you know, where he sees that Raider in the road and he's like, Eddie, put your seatbelt on. And she's like, why aren't you going to help him? And then Pedro Pascal, he says no. That's the line. But in Joel, he goes, he ain't even hurt. And then drives. And I think that means a bit more, I think, where he's like, he's not even hurt. and he isn't, is he? Rather than just no. And just
I suppose,
silence.
yeah, it depends if it's because it's not wanting to like put too much into Ellie's head.
Yeah.
In an actual like real world kind of like TV I say real world in the TV show live action kind of thing. But
and Joel's starting to warm up. It seems like he actually laughed at one of Ellie's jokes, wasn't it? To be fair.
And obviously the introduction of Henry for the next episode.
And if you played the game, you know what happens with them. So.
Yep. So get ready for a
little
tearjerker.
Right, we'll predict next episode because we did the last one, didn't we?
Yeah,
and I
so
think
spoilers because we're probably going to get some of it right.
Which I didn't think they might have done
Spoilers
Henry because when they were flying through that city, I thought, I wonder if they'll see Henry. And then literally the next scene was, anyone seen Henry? Yeah. I was like, what the fuck?
With Rose from 2.5 Men.
Oh, yeah.
Weird.
I reckon they might do a Henry and Sam backstory like what they did with Bill and Frank next episode.
Yes, but it's not going to be as much, I don't think, because you don't watch the little bit at the end, do you, after the credits? No. So when you do, you can kind of see what's going to happen,
right.
And you could tell a lot more that the Bill and Frank episode was going to be more based on them.
Okay.
But the Henry one, because in the game, they do quite a lot together, don't they?
Well, they escape those people straight away off the bat in the game, so I wonder, as soon as you see them, they're just going to become friends, and then obviously they realise he's not part of that gang, and then they escape, don't they?
So at the afterwards, it shows quite a lot of like what looks like it's going to be big things that happen. So I wouldn't have said it's going to be like it might be a backstory, but I wouldn't have said it's like an episode-long backstory because I don't think it matters as much. Whereas the whole point of the Bill one was to kind of show you that relationships can happen in that world.
Yeah.
And obviously to try and bring Joel and Ellie closer together, wasn't it? So
this one as well, possibly it might show off more zombies because I think you go through like the sewer little area, and I think that's where in the game you split off where Henry and Joel are together, and then Ellie and Sam are together. Like it splits off, and then you've got a load of zombies like swarm that whole place. So it'd be interesting to see if it might be more zombies and raiders combined with this one.
Yeah, it looks like it. Or combined.
Yeah.
But.
So
anyway,
look forward to
it. Book.
Right, Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows by John Koenig. Chapter 5, Boats Against the Current, Holding On in the Rush of the Moment, and the word is Olasi. Olasi?
O-L-A-S-C.
Okay.
Y.
It's A-U-L-A-S-Y. Olasi, yeah. I think
close enough.
I mean, it's hard because it gets pronounced differently than I would say it, so
plus
give you benefit of the doubt.
It's a made-up word, so I could have spelled it however I wanted.
Exactly. So it's the sadness that there's no way to convey a powerful memory to people who weren't there at the time, driving past your childhood home to show it to a friend, or pointing at a picture of a loved one you lost, only to realise that to them it's just another house or just another face.
So it literally brings to light the you had to be there thing.
I like it in a conversation, say to you, I'll say something and you're just like, fuck's sake. Because you know exactly what I'm on about.
Exactly.
But to someone else, that might not
They're
mean
just
anything.
like, what does that even mean?
But that's just the pub banter that you can have, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I know, linking on to Valentine's, you could have like a really cool relationship. To me, that's just just a person, isn't it? But you don't know them the way that someone else might.
Exactly.
So you've had cool memories with them. So that's what it's linked to.
Fair enough.
I thought it was suited.
Nice, easy word.
With this topic.
Yeah.
We're going on to... Oh, actually, before we jump in, Rude Cocktail.
Yep, go on then.
We'll jump into it. I'll pick it up.
So this is our monthly Rude cocktail, of which we can't show you what the cocktail is, but we can read the description at least.
Right, yeah, I'll do this little passage. So, for some reason, the cocktail has become established as the world's most suggestive drink. Beer is hearty, wine is taken seriously, but cocktails are definitely frivolous, hand on the leg under the table drinks. The mere act of ordering a bosom caresser, for instance, or an ankle trembler is a fair indication that the next few hours will not be spent discussing philosophy. The ideal cocktail, being as it is a glass of alcoholic foreplay, should be seductive to the eye and stimulating in the mouth. Apart from that, there are no restrictions and virtually no limits to what a fertile imagination and a well-stocked bar can achieve. The most unlikely ingredients can be combined and even more unlikely names given to the result. Here, for instance, we have Arise My Love, so called because of its restorative powers at the end of a hard day and the beginning of a strenuous evening. Put a teaspoon of creme de menthe into a pre-chilled glass and fill with champagne. The result is almost luminous, which makes it a particularly good drink to serve in dimly lit boudoirs, where a darker drink could easily get lost. So I don't know what creme de menthe is, but... Just that and champagne. That sounds quite nice, to be fair.
It's probably, if we get any of this wrong, then,
Yeah, exactly.
we're
Some of
not
the
cocktail
pronunciations.
makers.
No.
It's probably a low alcohol syrup kind of thing. Like, you've got, do you know creme de cassis?
Yeah.
So it's probably, me guessing, because of the name of it, it's probably something like that, but maybe a different flavour.
But you don't have to take it any weird way. But like you said, it's
Don't have
linked
to
to
like
Valentine's,
fucking drink it
isn't
off
it?
someone's cock or something.
But I imagine I get that with the cocktails where it's a suggestive drink because it is in your face at sometimes, isn't it? Like it, and when you have cocktails, like you said, you're not really having serious conversations. It's more just party and let's just let loose sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I always think of cocktails. You're not being so formal with it, are you? Unless you have champagne. Right?
Well, yeah, that's a bit fancy, isn't it?
Oh, let's have a party.
Yes, why not?
Right. Main
Right.
topic.
What? Cough that came a price.
It's just your face when you coughed. I just looked at the wrong time.
It's because I was trying not to be too loud with it. I'm quite ill, so that might be why I might sound different, or I'm sniffing or coughing so elegantly like I just did.
It's fine.
So apologies.
Gag on the mic. Why not?
Right. So Valentine's. So we've got two kind of like things to do here. One being like date ideas. So like cool things. We've gone like tried to go like cool, like kind of different, I'd say.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you've done the same thing as that. Like you've tried to be a bit different about it and not your bog standard bullshit. Let's go bowling. Let's go cinema.
Or if you have something like that, you expand on it to the point where you could actually link a conversation, not just say it and go.
Yeah, like let's go bowling, but instead of using your hands in the holes, you use your dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you make things a bit more spicy. And also some Valentine stories. So mine, I literally went with funny, basically. I can't remember exactly what I typed in on Google, but
we've had a mixture of like there's banter and there's a bit of serious, I guess. Like.
Yeah. So, do we want to go with funny dates first or the serious ones?
Do the stories first, because how I've done it in order, I've got the stories, then I've got this random thing that we could talk about, and then I've got the underrated date ideas. That's
right,
my
yeah,
order.
that's fine.
Does that work with you?
Yeah. How many have you got?
Cool.
3?
Yeah, I think I've only got a couple of stories.
Right, so I'll go first. This emo farewell. The guy I'd been seeing gave me black and dead roses, saying that's how he saw our relationship. Dead.
I might have seen something like that linked, actually.
I thought you'd like that, because,
Dead roses.
Black roses, like... It's quite a cool concept anyway, isn't it?
It's something I would probably do for jokes.
Yeah, you've given somebody black and dead roses in a way of breaking up with them because you're just saying, this is our relationship. It's dead.
Well,
why bother?
Funnily enough, little sister got given some roses and I said, can I have them when they're dead? Because I wanted it as an artwork piece, but I get it for the... like just to symbolise just dead vibes. Like, just
exactly.
Dead roses.
That's what it is, isn't it? Right.
Okay. Right, I work in a hotel that runs a Valentine's offer. This might be linked to you might have experienced this. Dinner and an overnight stay. I was newly single and wanted to be busy, so I signed up to work. What wasn't in the plan was having to wait the table where my ex was sitting with his new girlfriend, who I didn't know existed. Worse still, while they ate dessert, I had to scatter rose petals on all the beds and leave out massage oil sets. I was literally prepping my ex to have sex with another woman. Fantastic.
Nice.
But imagine being housekeeping after Valentine's Day night. I would end myself.
In my workplace, when I worked in a hotel, there was... Where I worked, it was always older people that went. So they'd probably just be there, and it happened to be on Valentine's. Like, they didn't necessarily go there for that.
Right.
But we had this one random younger couple. I say younger, I mean like mid-20s oldest kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they were in I saw them in the restaurant, and I was like, the fuck are they doing there? Like, that seems strange. What are they doing here? Just surrounded by all these like 90-year-old people that are soon going to be those black dead roses.
It might be a big swingers orgy that you weren't aware of.
But anyway, so the housekeeper,
right,
or one of the housekeepers, was actually staying in one of the rooms at the time, and she was in the room next to this young couple. She didn't sleep, and then she had to clean the room the next day.
Jesus.
And there's just fucking condoms and cum everywhere, basically.
I don't know. I don't know.
Jokes, isn't it? It's not as bad as Room 23 situation.
Exactly.
Shits men on the
But like you
walls.
said, if you're a housekeeper on the 15th of February, fair play. Yep. Fair play to you. I mean, you got
It's
crusty
the best
sheets.
day of the year. Some extra source of protein.
Like what you said, even prepping the rooms, knowing what's about to happen in this room is just mad.
Knowing that the next day it's
Grim.
just going to be absolutely destroyed. Right.
You just do some random jokes, wouldn't you?
Going on the whole sex thing then. So this naked breakup. I'd been dating this guy and was really falling for him. He said he wanted to plan everything for our Valentine's Day date. He loved astronomy, so he picked a spot and brought a small telescope and showed me all the constellations. I was on cloud 9. I changed into something sexy and invited him back in. He got undressed, got in bed, and then told me he couldn't do this anymore. He basically got undressed to break up with me.
Why go through all that effort just to do that then? Plank position on the bed, like waiting.
He said I deserved a really nice Valentine's date before he did it.
Wow. You're basically back all the way back to that episode. You know, he said, "Oh, you know what? I just can't." And he's just lying there, pants
just
position.
can't.
You know
Yeah.
what? Just nah.
But, okay, so I understand the whole point of that is quite funny, but you've just basically given somebody false hope throughout the entire day. Like, they're thinking it's going really well, and like they're having a really nice time, and you know all day that you're ending it.
Mad. And
Even
it was
worse,
at
you
that
could
point.
imagine fucking them and then leaving.
Oh, just say it as soon as you go. Just nah.
So, I'm finishing.
I'm done.
So, I thought you said you were finishing. No, I'm finishing with you.
No, she'd be like, "Are you done?" It's like, "Yeah." Just walk.
Are you done? Yeah, with you. Goodbye.
Jesus Christ.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
But even like that timing, she just walked in naked, and then he just left. So he might have thrown off the wrong signal. He might not like the way she looked naked. There's a
no, she
little
was in a nice
ellipsis to this.
lingerie.
Well, you might not
He
have
just
liked
got
that.
naked and then thought, nah, I'm out.
Exactly. That's thrown off a bad signal as well, isn't it?
Fucking hell.
Right. Okay. My boyfriend made me an amazing Valentine's meal completely from scratch. Later, getting jiggy, I started feeling horrendous burning sensation down there. Turns out he hadn't washed his hands properly after chopping chilies. I spent the night with nothing more exciting than a cold flannel between my legs. Just, wow.
I mean,
That burning would be mad.
yeah, what's wrong with that? Do you not do that on the daily?
Chop chilies, yeah, just to feel
Yeah.
something. It might be a kink thing.
It's like how your ass feels after a nice spicy curry. It's not after having a nice vindaloo.
Oh, it's just mad.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice tingle.
Cleaned your nails properly. Like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Okay, right. This man on a mission. We were having dinner at a restaurant, and suddenly he jumped up and ran to the bathroom. After about 45 minutes, I got worried and went to check on him. As it turned out, the guy who went into the bathroom before him was his dealer, and they were in there getting high. This was not only Valentine's Day, it was our first date.
That's sick.
So you think, I'm just going to blow this off. I'm going to go and blow some
I was going to
drugs
date the girl.
instead. Then I got
high.
God's sake.
Go and get an Uber yourself, because
Yeah,
I'm too
so
high.
Instead of just jumping out the window, he thought, screw it, I'm just going to get high in the toilet.
Well,
Maybe that'll make this tolerable.
he might have even just said, "I'm going off to see Mary Jane."
Shorter, sure.
I'm just seeing her, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm Mary
Mary Jane on the side.
Mary Jane. Well, okay. It's called The Mathematical Mistake. Have you seen this? No.
Don't think so.
This guy. The guy I was dating gave me 6 red roses for Valentine's Day. I thought it was weird to only get 6 roses when they were usually bought as a dozen. Turns out he had actually bought a dozen roses and given the 6 other roses to 6 other girls. What a little heartbreaker.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't put all your eggs in one basket.
Can't put all your roses on one girl.
Can't put all your roses up one girl.
With chili sauce on.
Exactly,
I
yeah.
was going to give you a dozen roses.
But then I got high. I was going to stick my chili fingers up your bum.
Then I
and
got high.
did it. Right, you said you had something for the in-between, so what have
Have
you
we done with the
got?
stories, have we?
Yeah, I've done
Okay.
3, yeah, that's all we have, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Jokes.
Okay, so did you know that from Rose Day to Teddy Day, I mean, this is going to be the most wet wipe pile of shit I've ever read in my life.
You can't
But
say that.
no, I'm going to say it, actually. But from Rose Day to Teddy Day, what the 7 days of Valentine's week signify. The 7 days of Valentine's. Did you know that? I did not know that.
Valentine's is the 14th.
7 days.
No.
You can start on the 7th of February.
That's like being, I'm having my birthday week.
Yeah. Well, we treat it like a birthday. We don't
Jap I like that.
get mad. Well, we are.
Yeah, but we treat every day like it's a birthday then.
Yeah. So Valentine's week is all about making your loved one feel special through different expressions of love. When you start cringing bad, yeah, like just say, because it gets mad, but yeah, well, I don't know. So we're gonna go, yeah.
Yeah, carry on.
I was gonna do it with some really weird wet voice. Valentine's week is all about making your loved one feel special through different expressions of love. Each day of the week represents love and affection in various forms and serves as an opportunity to woo your better half. Starting off with Rose Day 2023 will be marked on Tuesday. Roses have been a long symbol of love. Presenting someone with a fresh red rose is the most romantic way to express love. While red roses signify romance, yellow roses are associated with friendship, white roses symbolize peace and affection when the pink roses are given to someone you're grateful to. Propose Day marks the second day of the Valentine's week. It offers an opportunity to let your loved one or crush know that you have feelings for them. It is the day to pour your heart out and profess your love for your significant other. It is on Wednesday this year. Still good?
Yeah.
No comment yet. Chocolate is loved by everyone, so there is a whole day dedicated to the treat in Valentine's week. Rituals for the day involve gifting a box of chocolates to some you love or putting effort to make some handmade chocolates. A teddy bear perfectly embodies the
Carry on. Come on. Just stop with your stupid voice then.
A teddy bear perfectly embodies the love and affection we have for someone. If you hesitate in saying 3 words, then a teddy bear can do the job. On this day, people often gift adorable teddy bears to their partners to show their love. Promise Day, which will be celebrated on Saturday this year, is another significant day of the Valentine's week. It is the time when couples make promises to never leave each other's side and be there in ups and downs. You can make a promise on this day and keep it to show your loyalty towards your partner.
How many people break that one then?
A simple hug has the power to melt even the most hard-nosed people. If you have irked your partner lately, then there is nothing better than a hug to make them feel better. A hug is an expression of love, not just for romantic couples, but also for those who care for each other. A kiss is often the most common way to seal a relationship. It is a simple gesture that says 1,000 words and can make people feel more special. It has been a symbol of love for romantic partners for ages. So, after you have all of those nice shenanigans and considered completely undone yourself, this marks the end of the Valentine week and is celebrated as the Day of Love. People celebrate Valentine's Day by going on a romantic dinner, watching a movie together and giving surprises to each other. But just make sure to wash your hands after chili sauce. And pay respect to the housekeeping, because if you're fucking, then...
I can't say what I truly think. I don't want to get cancelled.
What about that?
Yeah. I understand the whole concept of it, but over a week, just do it all on the same day.
Just no. What's the whole point in that?
Why is Valentine's Day even a thing?
You can give them roses, chocolates, a teddy bear, all on the same day. What's a teddy bear?
And then hug them and kiss them and fuck them.
On the same day. It's
You
24 hours.
You could do all of it in an hour.
Do all of it in 20 minutes. 20 seconds.
Once you take the fucking out, you've only wasted a minute. It's a long time, isn't it?
I don't get it.
Oh,
Never will get it. I don't want to get it, to be fair. Can we move on?
Yeah, okay. So, right. So, some cool ideas for dates, basically. Now, my
actually,
first
it's all
one.
right. Like, we'll actually switch it now. Might actually be some half decent.
My first
things,
one
isn't it?
is jokes.
All right.
But
Ignore what I just said.
at the same time, it's like it's a funky concept, but at the same time, if you do it, like, not everybody's gonna do it. Like,
Okay.
it's not your bog standard thing. Like, the other two are kind of like ones that everybody might do, but this one's definitely not. So once I say the title, you'll understand why. So pay a visit to your local sex shop.
Yeah. In Amsterdam.
Yeah.
That was bang.
If you're looking to reconnect sexually, make a date of visiting an IRL, so in real life, sex shop. Share your fantasies with your partner over brunch or discuss new things you'd like to try in bed. Then head to the store to pick up some sex toys together. And of course, make a sexy evening of trying them out too.
This could also be a great first date idea.
Imagine that, you're messaging somebody on fucking Bumble or whatever, and you're like, we'll meet in this spot. You meet up, and then you're like, right,
Imagine.
we're going in here. It's like, that's a sex shop. It's like, yeah, we're going to go and pick out some toys to use later. What?
Depends how mad that is, but yeah.
So, Dad.
Nah.
Fucking hell. But
in a ways, that could actually be like you said, a bit of fun, I guess, if you've actually like been with each other a little bit.
yeah,
Not
and
just
it's a
first
way that
date,
you can.
like-
It's like it said, spice things up. Like you might be getting a bit bored or something. Like
Yeah.
you might be thinking, oh, we're always the same. Like it's always the same thing. So let's go and try something new. So it is actually like, yeah, it's putting
How
you out there
open
a
you
bit
are
as well,
with each
isn't
other,
it?
yeah. So
Yeah,
fair
if you want to
enough.
get pegged on it.
Yeah. Well, you got to try these things, haven't you?
Exactly. Don't knock it till
Not
you try
speaking
it.
from experience, definitely not. But take a class. Going to a class with your partner to learn a new skill and improve on a pre-existing one is a fantastic way to connect with your date. As you both gain some insight into a subject, you'll also be able to see how your other half faces new challenges. Yeah, there you go. So that's just which I think is a pretty cool way of a date.
Learn something new, basically.
Preferably, I think it'd be quite cool that you both don't know.
Yeah.
You're both new to the skill.
Yeah, so learn something new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can kind of work together doing something or have an argument with something. I don't
Basket
know.
weaving.
Pottery. Don't know. Snowboarding.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it would be quite cool, say, if you had one, if they were quite good at the skill and then they taught you as well, that could kind of be quite a cute idea.
yeah, and then they get pissed off because
Yeah.
you're no good.
Or like they just get frustrated with you as like the person trying to
Yeah,
teach them or
exactly.
something. So
Yeah.
again, it depends how well you know each other, but I think both new into a place, you're both on
Yeah.
level ground to begin with, aren't you? So just have jokes with it, and then you both end up as a skill. So if the date was a pile of shit, you came
Well,
out with a decent skill.
You might end up being like, one of you's really good at it, one of you's really shit. And you're just like, right, this ain't working, then you might have split
You
up.
might know how to make a killer clay pot.
Exactly. And then you can make all the killer clay pots for the rest of your life. Right, plan a mini getaway. So if you're able to spend an entire weekend, then a mini getaway is a brilliant way to fit in more to your Valentine's Day activity. If you catch my drift. Always wanted to visit the mountains, find a cottage and spend the weekend looking at the panoramic views of nature. Keen on the big city, there are plenty of locations you and your partner can get lost in each other. If it's just a day, then go somewhere local, but that's boring. So basically, go away for a weekend or a week or whatever you can do, basically. So
Which you can match that, I guess, if you go to a nature setting where you're not going to have any distractions. It's just going to be you two. Or you could do a city break, could you? It depends.
yeah,
what
so you
you're
could go
both
anywhere.
like,
Like,
I guess.
say from the area we're in, okay. So if you didn't want to go too ham with it, you could go to London for the weekend and like go and get lit or something. You could go down Cornwall, go surfing.
Yeah.
You could go up into the
Lake
Midlands,
District sort of
Lake
place, isn't it?
District area and go fucking into the
Shepherd's
wilderness.
hut thing, isn't it?
You could go up to Snowdon or something like that, up top of the country,
Yeah.
couldn't you? Whatever the one in Wales is.
What both your interests are, isn't it? Whether you both are outdoorsy
Yeah, exactly, but
people
just
or
get out and do something kind of thing, or you could go to a different country and have like a city break and sort of explore, essentially.
Like you said, it's always good to shift in environment, I guess, because then you
Yeah.
haven't got the distraction. You're just focusing on each other. I mean, they do say sometimes, especially for the UK, they escape to the Peak District to save their relationship during a weekend away because they need to have that time with each other. Because I think sometimes life catches up, isn't it? And
Yeah.
you're just stuck in routines, aren't you?
Yeah.
Right. So this one is similar. So it goes, recommends volunteering as another underrated date idea, which is the perfect opportunity to give back to your community and bond with your partner at the same time. Whether you work at a local soup kitchen or homeless shelter, this activity can be an incredible way to enhance your emotional connection and to see them using their time and energy in service to others. So just volunteering, doing something. I mean, it'd be quite cool if you volunteered abroad, if you had the funds and opportunity to do that. That'd be quite cool. Like,
Depends. I can see there's a picture on your phone. So what's the picture of? Is it a soup kitchen or something?
yeah, something to do with cooking.
Yeah.
It's like
So that's what it's going to mean by like volunteering.
homeless
and
shelter stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like doing
like,
it. Beach cleans as well, actually.
Kind of like easy stuff that you can like. It's easily accessible for
Yeah.
you. Not like piss off to Chile and do like a
Yeah.
conservation like thing or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. I don't know. or like going and helping in some like place that's had an earthquake or something like that. Like something that's a lot more difficult, but like just go and do something like.
But again, it's kind of like I'm trying to see if there's a pattern with the stuff I quite like. Is like you're getting something out of it at the same time. Like it depends what your date's like, but that you're helping the community. So even if the date wasn't that great or it didn't end up doing anything, you've helped someone.
Coming out of it.
Yeah, you've helped someone else. So I always think like the homeless shelter thing would be quite cool, and all the beach clean. Like doing that as a date would be quite cool, to be honest.
Be like a convict then, a little orange jumpsuit cleaning up the beach.
Community service.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. Start a couple's bucket list. Let's start with my favourite Valentine's Day idea of them all. Do you have some couple goals that you wish to achieve this year or any year? Jot it down in a notebook and create your very own bucket list. It can include anything you two dream to do in life together. Perhaps it can be travelling to Ireland to see a beautiful castle, or going far into the north to see the glaciers. It can be a resolution to hit the gym and work out regularly, or watch some TV shows, whatever the fuck that's in there for.
Bucket list, yeah.
Any fun activities or experiences you could do. So yeah, you might think like each Valentine's Day, or like around that like time, weekend or like week or whatever, you
take
could
something
go.
Else off that list.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd
so
be quite cool.
Even if it's we want to go skydiving, so you go skydiving. So like your bog standard bucket list stuff, or you want to go to a certain country or see a certain like one of the big things like the pyramids and the stuff like that.
Wonders of the world.
One of the wonders of the world. That's the word. Great Wall of China. I mean, that's probably a bit more than like a weekend away.
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be for us.
You could even, like you said, use the Valentine's Day as a reminder for you to possibly do it within that year. You don't have to do it obviously on that time, but like that comes round, goes, what's next on our list? Right. Well, for this year we'll try and do it.
We'll do this at some point. So
that's quite
pretty cool idea, to be honest. It's like
a
kind of kick up your ass to do something.
It's like a power couple
to do something
sort
you
of
actually
well,
want to do. Yeah, exactly.
It has to involve you both to do it.
So it could be like you go the other way, like if I can start a business and shit like that.
Yeah,
you could actually be like work mindset. It doesn't have to be like travel or anything. Like it said gym as well, so you might both think like, let's actually do the gym this year. I
think it always enhances motivation as well. If when you write to-do lists down and things, you always feel accomplished, isn't it? I think when you have really low motivation for some days, even when you write the short tasks, it's the satisfaction of you ticking off saying you've done it, and I think it keeps you going. So even when you do lists like that,
and when you've got somebody else to do it with you,
like
it makes it like you're both like, or one of you might be like, let's go and do it, and you're just like, okay, right, because you want to, I will come and do it, or I have to. And
if you end up just
enjoying
doing
yourself,
you probably do nothing.
That's what I do. I'm just like, I need to do this, and like, I can't be asked.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. To be fair, right? Mine's take a dance lesson. It's another skill, isn't it? Mine's always skill based, I guess. You don't need to hit the club to dance. You can take a dance class. Bonus points if you take a dancing class with a type of dancing that you both haven't tried. Just try not to step on too many toes. I think dance is cool. Again, it's a cool way of like sexual language as well, though. I think some dancing isn't. Yeah, you just learn doing that. That'd be mad.
Yeah, if you're doing like the flamenco or
salsa or something. That'd be
salsa.
Sick
I couldn't really think of any dances then, but
again, it's cool if you both are completely new to it, and then like you could just have some banter with it. To be honest,
exactly.
And then you could end up actually being an alright dancer. You could actually both find it like something that you really like doing, isn't it?
Yeah. Actually get into it properly.
Yeah, my first one that came to mind there, like a cool, sexy dance to do would be like a salsa or something, isn't it? I think there's like an Argentina version or something, remember? But it looks cool though. So again, even if it doesn't work out, you could be a pretty cool dancer.
Yeah, exactly. You might be able to woo the dance instructor there or something. So
the fire? Yeah.
Right.
It could completely go wrong then.
Yeah, and then you could end up dying alone.
You could break dance, spin, kick her in the head, and what's going on there?
Or you could break dance, spin on your head, and break your own neck. You put yourself out of your misery then, haven't you?
I could just imagine, like the teddy bear spin, sort of coin drop.
Yeah.
Oh, check this out. Twisted neck on the floor. And then you just stood there looking at your disheveled corpse on the floor like,
oh dear.
Do we still have to pay for the full hour, or
do we get a 50% discount because we've only completed half the lesson? Do we get a refund because he's dead?
Just twist the neck in the elevator.
Exactly. Can't
Right.
remember what else from. Anyway,
are you doing another one?
I ain't got any more.
Oh right.
I only had 3. How many have you got?
I've only got a couple. This one. Listen to a podcast or audiobook together, someplace nice.
There you
Preferably
go.
the SoulInsights
Yeah,
podcast.
listen to us. Yeah, that's all we need to say.
So this is definitely not everyone's idea of a great date, but a lot of people might enjoy being with the person they love in a nice location, listening to a good book or podcast. And if you want some talking time, you can always pause and discuss the book or podcast. A great idea if you are on a road trip as well. Road trip, fair enough, because what else are you doing? Just sat like lemons,
Yeah,
aren't
so
you?
no offense to that idea, but that is a complete and utter waste of time.
Trash.
That's bullshit idea.
Right. So I wrote it down because I thought, I guess this all insights plug anyway, but
Yeah.
sometimes you probably just like each other's company. So even if you just went out and you were both keen on like a book or a podcast, depends what your interest is, isn't it? It's nice even if you just sat there like sunbathed or something together. You just listen to it. You just enjoy their company, like there's someone there with you.
So you
Isn't
can
it?
go into
It's
the
just
other way and
basic,
say
but it's good.
it's like if you sit and just like watch a film
Yeah.
or a TV show, or you sit and listen
or
to
binge
music.
a TV series, isn't it?
Yeah, so it literally is that. But yeah, listen to a podcast or a book
Different niche,
does
isn't it?
not interest me at all.
Yeah, but I think I
not
just
for
took
that purpose anyway. Like you'd watch a film and you'd end up fucking, wouldn't you? Like, that's how it'd
book,
go.
isn't it? That's what book you're
Oh
listening to.
yeah.
Well, it's-
What, 50 Shades of Grey?
Kama Sutra. Well, they say
No, I'm not fucking listening
Imagine
to fucking
the
Thomas
audio.
the Tank Engine or something.
the audio book of the Kama Sutra. All the different sex positions. Someone describing that to you. Fuck.
Just imagine people fucking to our podcast.
Fuck. If you are, fair play.
Yeah.
Have-
Enjoy the sound of our soothing voices.
You're getting fucked in the ears and
fucked in the ears and fucked up the arse.
up the rears. What I've done. Yeah, but they said, yeah, just might enjoy being with the person they love. So that's very basic, isn't it? But if you just enjoy that,
Basic
just
bitch.
them just stood there, just makes you happy, then fair play.
Exactly.
Okay, that one's jokes, so I'm just going to say it anyway. But this one, actually legit. Cook a new recipe together. Find a recipe for something neither of you have either made and make it. It's easy to chat while cooking and get a dinner out of it as well. You can even make shopping for ingredients part of the date. A bottle of wine or beers helps the cooking process stay fun.
Fair enough.
Which I personally would have said I've had that as a date, to be fair. I mean, even getting the ingredients is part of it. Like, it's just jokes.
Yeah,
Like, you think of something going, oh, should we make it? I think it's a pretty cool way of doing it. You just put on some tunes and have drinks in the kitchen, just have a laugh making some random dish that turns out to
Yeah,
be
exactly.
banging.
Instead of sitting there and watching your show and chatting, you're just cooking and chatting instead.
Yeah.
So it's like another way of going with it, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I think that's just. I mean, that's probably could be an idealistic way of a relationship as well. Sometimes, where not every night you could just do that anyway if you're married, isn't it? I guess
Yeah.
you're just cooking stuff, but that
Yeah,
would
but
probably
nah,
fizzle out after
Probably,
a while.
yeah, as
innit?
soon as you get married, it's like, right,
Microwave deal,
I
deal,
was,
deal.
I was going to say something, but I'll probably
Greg sausage roll tonight. Yeah,
just turn around and be like, cook, bitch.
No, get back in the. No,
Might be saying it to the husband,
but
you never know.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's decent. And then, like I said, even if the date was trash, you still had a decent edible meal, hopefully. Yeah, but just put
No,
cyanide in it or something.
you never actually ended up cooking. You just got waylaid.
Yeah, you got so saucy with it that you didn't even finish.
You got
the,
so saucy with it, you ended up with a carrot up your ass.
and the oven just burnt all your food. So now you're just stood there with a carrot up your ass and singed meals.
Help, stepdaddy. I'm stuck in the
my
oven.
God. And then this next one, rather than splurging out on people, is go paintballing.
Fair enough. Yeah, and
Which-
make sure you're on the opposite team so you can shoot her.
No, I said here. So this one says, so this might be a bit intense if they've never been paintballing. This is a bit of a mad idea for it. It depends if you're both that way inclined of just doing like paintballing a fun
Yeah.
way, isn't it? But yeah, they said no need to make your date mad by peppering them with paintballs if they're on the opposite team. So I said, if they're on the opposite team, make sure you shoot them in the throat where it's not protected. Just watch them on the floor like.
Good.
I've always
Good.
shot someone in the throat. It's
Probably.
like, oh,
I've hit somebody in the throat with a squash ball before and they didn't appreciate it.
I got hit in the eye and got given a black eye with a squash ball.
Nice.
Jokes, isn't it? That was on a date.
Nice.
Fuck's sake.
Anyway,
Someone else smacked a squash ball in my face and it went all like mad, like red. And I just jokes, keep playing. I could barely look out the fucking eye. Squash ball slap on the face.
fucking hell.
I said, I'm used to these slaps, come on.
What a massive cock slapping you on the face and giving you a black eye, yeah? Oh, that's probably what he means. Right, on that note, we'll switch on to new music.
Actually,
So-
enjoy your Valentines, whatever it is.
Yeah, just...
Don't
I
know
don't
what it
even
is.
know. Do
It's
two
just-
one of the things we suggested.
You get
If
the
you
odd
want
one
to.
going, shouldn't you love your person every day of the year? Shut the
fuck up. Right, okay, let's do new music. You
Right.
just turn to your head, you just look straight at me like... You know when you get some people that goes, oh, shouldn't you love your person every day of the year?
No.
Shouldn't you love yourself every day of the year?
Exactly.
Penis.
Right.
New music. Number 1, Tom Odell, Aurora Butterflies. 2, Ellis, After Hours. That song absolutely slaps. I recommend you checking it out. Logic, Nora Jones, Paradise 2. Another slapper. Ghost Love Me, Lil Uzi Vert, Fact, Rich the Kid, feat. Lil TJ, Do You Love Me, Mike, White Dress, Lizzo, Scissor, Special, YG, The Notorious B.I.G., Bone Thugs and Harmony, Lambo, 40E, T.Y. Dollar Sign, Let's Ride. I think that's off the new Fast and Furious film. Daughter Party, Hit Wonder, Ice in My Soul, Alex Jordan, Sick of Love, Linkin Park, Lost, which is actually quite sick, seeing as that's like a thing that they've come up with from Meteora, I think. It's cool listening to Chester Bennington's voice again. Jason Derulo, David Gadd, Saturday, Sunday, Futuristic, Whole Little Vibe, St. John, Overstimulated, Russ, Can't Get This Right, Central C, Me and You, Jax Jones, Callum Scott, Whistle, Paramore, This Is Why, Yumi at 6, Truth Decay, probably my favourite release, Snake Hips, All I Ever, EP, The Kid Leroy, Kids Are Growing Up, Part 1, Nav, Lately, Slow Tie, Feel Good, Pierce the Veil, The Jaws of Life, and Kid Ink and Tujamo, Drop That Low, When I Dip.
Cool.
So varied, a load of music. Like I said to you, isn't it? It's a bit more rocks coming through again, to be fair. So it'd be interesting
Like
to see.
Random Linkin Park drop.
That is really cool, though. It's like it's an old song, but Mike Shinoda's decided to do it, which is pretty cool.
Fair play.
So,
Right.
Fact and joke. Oh yeah, I forgot about these.
Which one do you want first?
Let's do joke, mate.
Okay, so this kind of ties in. Wait, no, I can't remember what I was going to say about this, but who always has a Valentine's Day date? Who always has a date on Valentine's Day?
Who?
A calendar.
I should have known that.
Plus everybody around here, because, ooh, couple.
Sloppy toppy couples.
Yeah, you want a sloppy toffee, but you don't want the couple.
Right.
Right. Fact. So today, Americans spend a lot on love. So this is actually 2019. So according to the National Retail Foundation, Americans spent over $20 billion on Valentine's Day gifts in 2019, and were expected to spend a record-breaking $27.4 billion in 2020. I don't actually have the amounts, but including $2.4 billion on candy alone. People also expected to spend an average of approximately $196 on Valentine's Day, with men spending around $291 compared to women spending $106. So
That's
women,
mad.
treat your king.
That's actually mad.
Men spend nearly 3 times as much.
Do you know
They
what?
have to make up for the rest of the year, don't they?
Exactly. That's oh my god.
Jokes,
Yeah,
innit?
it's like how you say when they just do all this random stuff, isn't it? But,
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
fair
are you
enough.
doing?
I was trying to search. Simpsons, they had a Valentine's Day one, and when you were saying they spent so much, like when Homer buys all that stuff and he goes, "I love." When they Homer's stomping on that little face on the bin when he's trying to squidge all of it into the rubbish, and you got this little toy that goes, "I love you." I was trying to find it whilst you were saying that, but that's going to be very niche, isn't it? I might have seen it.
I was going to say maybe you'll find it and we'll stick it on TikTok.
Mate, well, we're going to play the audio real quick. I've got some...
I mean, can you hurry up then?
Nah, come on, you got to run it out. Come on.
YouTube being a waste of time with fucking adverts.
You better be on this, because it's the love... Oh, it's Love Day, though. Is that Valentine's Day?
I don't know.
Come on, let's just do it. Oh, that's probably not going to do it, is it?
2 hours
Yeah.
later.
Oh.
What the hell is this?
That's what we say about Valentine's Day. Right, let's...
What the hell is this?
Find us on all streaming platforms under the Soul Insights podcast on the Spotify. I don't know what it is, but yeah, Twitter S-Index, Instagram Soul Insights Index, YouTube Soul Insights. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, probably. Thank you for tuning in.
Sit and make it boogie.
A toodaloo.